Oh, I mean, we can start. I think a good starting or segue into the actual topic of relieving stress is kind of identifying how stress applies to us.
Yeah.
Because for every individual, stress is different, and it appears in different manners.
Yeah.
So I think recognizing what causes stress, so like your trigger points, is probably a really good starting point for anybody to work towards relieving that stress. Because if you don't know what's stressing you, how are you ever going to fix it?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
That's true.
So what do you think stresses you out? Like if you can list 3 stressors in your life, current moment or current present time, what is it?
3, number 1 for sure is financial stress. The other 2, I think that's pretty much.
Nice. I mean, you don't have to have 3. You don't even have to have 1, but
Yeah.
if you had multiple like
I think
me.
for the most part, like that's the only thing that is like stressing me out at
like
the current.
constantly on your mind.
Yeah, just because it's like you're constantly worrying about money and it's just not fun.
So then when you feel stressed, like what do you experience like being stressed? Is it physical? Is it mental?
Yeah, I mean,
Behavior?
physically, I feel like I'm like sick, I guess. I mean,
Really?
that's what you feel, right? When you're like stressed out, you're just kind of like anxious and just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I guess I never really related it to being sick.
I mean, that's the number 1 cause of sickness. I feel like when
Stress.
people are stressed, like they just tend to get sick more.
Because I think when I think sickness, I think like
Yeah, well, not necessarily like illness like that.
No, yeah.
More of like,
It's like an internal
you're
type of
unwell.
mental-
Yeah,
like,
you're not
especially
well.
like on the chest area. I'm just like,
Yeah.
like that's the.
No, it's true.
not fun.
I totally know what you mean. Like I feel like stress kind of evolves into other things, and like that constant weight. Like that's
Yeah.
when I know something's up. Is like feeling that weight on your chest, like you're sunken, and it's there.
Yeah, especially just I don't know. Lately too, it's just because it's just with travel and like like I'm not working. That means less money, and like it's just like constant thing in my head.
Right.
And, like I've been waking up and like, man, I'm already like stressed out. Like fuck this. Like I don't want to think about it. But the good thing is I'm aware
Right.
instead of just like so oblivious that
Yeah.
like, what am I stressed about?
Or even like ignoring it, because I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes that's something that takes place too, is like trying to ignore the fact that you're stressed about this one thing.
Yeah.
Because like instead of taking it head on, I feel like people assume it's easier sometimes, or at least I have in the past. Like I'll assume it's easier to not think about it versus facing it. Because when you face it, you got to recognize it, You have to
Yeah.
admit that, finances aren't good right now.
But then it's like, is that a healthy thing though? You know what I mean?
To like recognize it.
I mean, not recognizing it, but like, because for me, I tend to just not want to like focus on that. It's not that I don't want to think about it.
Right.
Like I don't want to focus on it because like when you're focusing, especially when it comes to finances, right? Like there's not a lot of control.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can work more, but then it's just
I feel like finance is like preventative,
yeah.
do you know? I don't know how to put that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not too sure.
Like,
Because it's like, okay, like I could work more, but then
It's a different type of stress that
working
comes
is
along
like
with it.
stressful for me too.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like, what's the
unless it's something you enjoy doing.
True.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's
I
like
know there's like
there-
all these things.
there are a lot of things
In the
that
pot.
I do, which is photography, videos that I enjoy,
Right.
and I make money on that. But the other thing is like I do Uber on the side,
Yeah.
and like that's
Like the stable income.
yeah, like it's not as fun, and it's like my car needs like maintenance all
Right.
the time too, and it's like that's kind of like stressing me out a little bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's my current like stress right now.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't think I have anything that really comes to mind when it comes to stress.
Well, that's good. You should be proud. I think one stressor in life is a good thing.
Right? Like I don't need any more.
I mean, because at the end of the day, everyone's going to have a stressor, I feel,
yeah,
even if it's, for an hour of your day.
that's true.
But